Show starts in 5 minutes.
No, that's not big enough. No, that's not big enough either. That's more like it. We're delighted to have you with us, and we extend a cordial welcome to you. We've lined up the top stars from Hollywood and from all over the world to entertain you on our giant screen with the new, colorful motion pictures you've been hearing about and reading about. To add to your enjoyment, we're all wound up to bowl you over at intermission time with live wire service at our snack bar, where you'll find a tempting variety of favorite foods and beverages. Your continued patronage is very, very welcome.
Hey, fellas, don't fight over that hot dog. There's plenty for everyone. Big, plump, and juicy, wrapped in an oven-fresh bun. Add mustard, relish, ketchup, and go to work. Yes, the hot dogs at our refreshment center are the best you'll find anywhere. Everybody agrees on that.
It's 4 minutes till showtime.
Yum, yum. It's time for a tasty and refreshing snack. We promise. Show starts in 5 minutes.
No, that's not big enough. No, that's not big enough either. That's more like it. We're delighted to have you with us, and we extend a cordial welcome to you. We've lined up the top stars from Hollywood and from all over the world to entertain you on our giant screen with the new, colorful motion pictures you've been hearing about and reading about. To add to your enjoyment, we're all wound up to bowl you over at intermission time with live wire service at our snack bar, where you'll find a tempting variety of favorite foods and beverages. Your continued patronage is very, very welcome.
Hey, fellas, don't fight over that hot dog. There's plenty for everyone. Big, plump, and juicy, wrapped in an oven-fresh bun. Add mustard, relish, ketchup, and go to work. Yes, the hot dogs at our refreshment center are the best you'll find anywhere. Everybody agrees on that.
It's 4 minutes till showtime.
Yum, yum. It's time for a tasty and refreshing snack. We promise to satisfy your hunger, your thirst, your sweet tooth. So visit our refreshment center now. Let's go! Show starts in 3 minutes.
Your attention, please. All new hotshot electric in-car heaters have been installed for your comfort and convenience. Just insert heater through car window and turn on the switch. When leaving, please turn switch off and replace on speaker post. Warning, high voltage. For your own safety, do not attempt to repair or remove wires. Do not attempt to open heater unit. If you need assistance, please notify the theater box office or concession manager.
minutes till showtime.
Popcorn, candy, ooh, hot dog, popsicle. Oh boy, banana orange.
Show starts in 1 minute.
There are words men live by, words of strength, of wisdom, and of peace. We urge you to find the spiritual comfort and guidance we all so greatly need by attending your place of worship regularly.
Here's a new taste treat. The corn dog. Plump, juicy wieners are dipped in a thick, golden Southern-style corn batter that seals in all their freshness and flavor. If you like hot dogs, you'll love corn dogs. Everybody does. Try a corn dog with your favorite beverage. At the refreshment corner now. Corn dogs.
Broadcasting live, finally, from beautiful Union City, New Jersey. This is your movie quiz for Wednesday, January 19th, 2022. Here we go. Hello and welcome to the Movie Quiz, part of the Trivia List network of games. I am your host, Chris Mann Nelson, and in just a couple minutes, you and I will be embarking together on a trivia odyssey through 4 rounds plus bonus questions of movie-themed trivia and puzzles. Now, this game, it's completely interactive. You can play this game. It's not like Jeopardy where you sit home and you just scream the answers and obscenities possibly at your screen. You can actually play here, over here, and go to play.themoviequiz.com. You can still shout obscenities at the screen. Maybe don't type them in the chat, but go to this website, sign up your team, and join the game. It's a completely free game to play. And once you get yourself signed up, you are going to be playing against our special guests today. They've been here many times. I'm very excited always to have them back. Please welcome Calvin and Caitlin. Calvin Cole and Caitlin Puckett are back.
Live from the closet.
Oh, wow.
Live from the closet. How's life in the closet? How's it going in there?
Time to come out.
Time to come out of there.
But
All right, well, thank you guys. And thank you everybody for dealing, for hanging tight while I had apocalyptic internet issues. I haven't had that kind of nightmare in a little while. It always picks right before showtime to do it. So we're gonna get, because I always run over anyway. I don't want to super run over today, so I'm gonna keep things moving. Hopefully you've signed up. You've got time to head to that website down there under Calvin and Caitlin. Get yourself signed up. In the meantime, let's get things going and put this game into in-game mode. We have moved into in-game mode. All right, now, so like we talked about this last week. This season works a little bit differently because it's only going to be 6 episodes, trying to beat the arrival of a newborn child before trying to squeeze in a season. So it's just 6 games, and for one of them, one game a season, you can assign it as your double points game, but you have to do it now. You have to do it beforehand. You can't say, "Oh, I got 42 points. I want to double it up." You gotta bet. With the except last week, I know there were some teams that used their double down right out of the gate. It was a new thing and sort of misleading. So let me know. I'm going to give one-time amnesty for anybody who used it last week and doesn't want to keep that. If you want to use your not use your double down for last week, let me know now. Type it in there. Say eradicate my double down from last week, and also let me know if you want to use it tonight. Tonight is sci-fi and fantasy. That is your theme for the sixth game, for the second of 6 games. And just a reminder of what we've got coming up. Last week was my indulgent birthday game. This week is sci-fi fantasy. Next week we got Disney Pixar, then sequels, romance. And the last game is going to be a combo of player's choice. And I think I might tweak it to where I combine some of these previous themes. Some of the rounds may be a combo of some of these themes. All right, so I will review. Let's see. Did anybody go for it? Oh, a couple of teams did. I've got actually a bunch of teams have opted to make tonight their double down game. That's very exciting. Very exciting.
Whoa.
Tonight should be a little more straightforward than last week. Before we get the game underway, let's go over some quick ground rules. Don't cheat. Don't use Google, IMDb, or any other online resource. Don't put answers in the chat. If you do want to play, and I welcome you to, you should head to this website down here, play.themoviequiz.com. Number 3, spelling does not count unless otherwise noted. And if the grading software doesn't catch something that you spelled it, but I know that you got it right, I can correct it. Number 4, last names are fine. So if we're talking about like a real person or a director, an actor, you can just put their last name. Number 5, you can change your answer before the timer runs out. And number 6, most importantly, don't forget to hit submit. You must hit submit for every question, even multiple choice questions. Make sure that you smash that submit button at the bottom, and you'll see what you typed. That's how you know you'll get a confirmation that I've got your answer. All right, so let's head into our first round of tonight's sci-fi fantasy game. It's called Attack of the Clones: Influences, Homages, and Ripoffs in Sci-Fi and Fantasy. Sorry, I was talking fast because now I'm rushing. So, okay.
I thought you were just from New Jersey.
What's that?
I thought you were just from New Jersey.
What did I miss? I don't know. I'm so befuddled. I'm gonna move on. All right, question number 1. Let's take this out of here. Lots of movies tried to crib E.T.'s kid meets friendly alien success, including Mac and Me, a bizarre film that features copious product placement from what fast food chain? Lots of movies tried to crib E.T.'s kid meets friendly alien success, including Mac and Me, a bizarre film that featured copious product placement from what fast food company?
Taco John's.
All right, great. I've got everybody's answers in, I believe. All right, it's the people who made it. This is the movie that if you watch Conan regularly, anytime Paul Rudd would show up, he would always throw to a clip of the same clip of Mac and Me over and over. And it was Mac is, they say it's not intentional, but it's kind of hard to believe considering how much McDonald's stuff is in this movie. Have you guys ever seen this movie?
I've seen, I think, about 30 minutes of it.
It's hard to take.
I can't, like, I saw the Alien Family and could not do it.
She refuses to watch it.
They're more
they're very upsetting to look at. And I had forgotten when I was I posted a picture of this on Instagram today. If you follow me at Trivia Man, you get little clues on game day. And I was looking for Mac and Me images, and I forgot they get sworn in as U.S. citizens at the end. There's an absolute insane final scene where they're like, the family's in like formal attire getting sworn in as citizens of the
He
U.S.
drives away in a Cadillac, and I think he blows a piece of gum saying, "We'll be back."
No, you won't. You won't, Mac. All right. The question number 2 is a multiple choice. Remember to hit submit for it. Which iconic robot's design was inspired by Maria, aka the Maschinenmensch, from Fritz Lang's 1927 sci-fi opus Metropolis? You got 4 choices there. Your choices are C-3PO, Robbie the Robot, Gort, or Wally.
Both equally sexy.
All of these are very sexy robots. A lot of different body types for these different. So something for everybody.
Remind me who Gort is.
Gort is Klaatu Barada Nikto. Day the Earth Stood Still. It's the big guy with the looks like RoboCop.
Super hot. Yeah. I know.
So most people got this right. If you can picture Maria, or just the cover of Metropolis, it's like a golden. Well, it's black and white, but in the color posters, it's a golden robot. Ralph McQuarrie did concept sketches for Star Wars, patterning them off that, and that's where C-3PO came from. 83% of teams got that right. Good work. All right, question number 3. Star Wars went on to spawn its own slew of imitators, including this 1979 live-action Disney film starring Anthony Perkins as a scientist exploring a singularity in space. Also, Ernest Borgnine is in this movie. There's a bunch of robots in this one. I used to watch this movie a lot growing up. It used to play on the Disney Channel constantly.
We're wrong.
That's okay. It's okay to be wrong. Only two teams were right. This was kind of a tough question so early in the game, but it's the black hole. The singularity was supposed to be the little clue there. The black, only 17% of teams got that right. It was tough, but it's actually for kind of a ripoff. Is 2 years after Star Wars, and they're just trying to like cash in. It's actually not. It's not too bad. All right, question number 4. Author Suzanne Collins has denied it was an influence, but YA juggernaut The Hunger Games has repeatedly been compared to what turn of the millennium Japanese film? Is it Ghost in the Shell?
Suzanne Collins. Okay.
Yeah, she's like, no, it's not. It's original. Ghost in the Shell, Audition, Battle Royale, and Princess Mononoke are your options. Which of these are people constantly saying Susan Collins either directly or indirectly ripped off? Speaking of sci-fi, I got a new mic and I got a fuzzy little thing. It looks like I got a little tribble in. I got a little tribble here.
Trouble.
Keep them out of frame, just in case anyone's wondering why there's like a fuzzy thing looming.
I say keep them in frame.
You want to keep? Should I keep? Let me know in the chat. Should I keep the tribble in the frame or out of the frame? All right. So an overwhelming majority got this one right. It was Battle Royale. Battle Royale.
Great.
Alex is saying it needs eyes. It needs. It could be my little co-host here. All right. Question number. We're at the halfway mark of round number 1. Question number 5. In Pacific Rim, Guillermo del Toro's love letter to enormous monster movies like Godzilla and Mothra, humans battle kaiju using these gigantic robots that sound like a brand of 70 proof alcohol. So I'm looking for the name of the class of giant robots that they use, and it sounds similar to a brand of 70 proof alcohol.
Why couldn't you just ask the monster name?
Can we name it? You want to name the Tribble Mike McClunky? I could absolutely. This can be McClunky.
Comrade McClunky.
Combining Star Wars and crossing the aisle for Star Trek and Star Wars meeting each other. This one was tough. Only a couple teams got this one right. This one was also hard for a round one question. It's Jaeger. They are Jaegers. As in Jägermeister. It's not spelled exactly the same. The Jägermeister has a umlaut. It's set. I looked it up today. It said it's 70 proof.
No.
It's one of the only times I've ever thrown up from drinking was I had Jägermeister. And it's the only time I've ever had Jägermeister because that was plenty for me. All right, question number 6. There is nothing wrong with your television set. At the opening of Terminator, you'll find the unusual credit with acknowledgement to the works of Harlan Ellison because the script hewed too closely to 2 episodes of what creepy 60s show? Was it Amazing Stories, Night Gallery, The Outer Limits, or Alfred Hitchcock Presents? There is nothing wrong with your television set. I think I added the word with here. It's just acknowledgement to the works of Harlan Ellison.
Oh.
Your credibility is shot.
I know. I can't be trusted. But McClunky still can. McClunky the Tribble.
Man, it's a solid name.
And a great partnership.
It is. It's a beautiful combination. All right. Most teams got this right. Hopefully there's nothing wrong with your television set. That was your clue for this one because that is the opening line to the opening monologue to the show The Outer Limits. That's how every episode of The Outer Limits started. 92% of teams got this right. Nicely done. All right, 2 questions left in this round. The Matrix drew inspiration from multiple sources, including anime and Hong Kong action flicks, and also this other reality questioning neo-noir from a year earlier, whose sets the Wachowskis even reused in their film. This movie was made a year before The Matrix. Similar themes, and the Wachowskis, Lana and Lily, actually shot it on some of the same sets on a soundstage.
Similar mise en scène, one might say.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. You guys, it seems I feel safe in assuming you guys got this one right based on your body language.
I love this.
Have you seen this one?
Yeah, I felt it did not get the love.
Yes, it's gotten like a big. I feel like I saw the crappy theatrical version. It's got like a Blade Runner thing going on where it like the studio was like, what the hell is this movie? So they threw like a weird, they filled it with expository VO. But I have not seen the director's cut.
The one that I've seen that everyone also says inspired it was Equilibrium. The Christian Bale one?
I think Equilibrium.
Or did that come after?
That's after. That's a Matrix disciple. That's on the other end of the Matrix where everything had to be the Matrix for like 3 years. Everything had to be like wire work. We got a pretty good split on this one. 67% of teams got this one right. And here comes your final question of this round. All of these are real knockoffs of the original Gremlins movie. Except which one? One of these I made up. Tell me which. The other 3 are real. Tell me the one that I made up. Your options are Munchies, Ghoulies, Critters, or Sparkies. Yeah, sure. And each of these had multiple movies, I think. That's each of the ripoffs, except for the fake one that I just made up. But we can make a franchise out of whichever one I made up.
I'm willing to do this.
Oh, we just had a marriage-ending.
Oh no!
Virgins here.
Oh no! I need to know who picked what and what you went with.
You can judge by our reactions.
I thought Munchies is true. I think it exists. I think it's a bad stoner film.
And what did Calvin think?
I think Sparkies is real for some reason.
You think Sparkies
too?
And what did you go with?
I let her pick
Okay, well that's good because Sparky's is not real. Sparky's is the fake one. I made up Sparky's, but there's Munchies. Yeah, Munchies is like a weird. They're all little terrible puppets. There's Ghoulies, which has like the most misleading cover because it's like a ghoulie. It's like if you saw it in like a video, it comes out of the toilet.
No. But it's about
like,
a cult dude, like a guy who gets.
It has nothing. Yeah, I was so mad the first time I watched Ghoulies because it shows him coming out of the toilet and he's got like a little he's got like a little overalls on. He's got suspenders and a little shirt. He never wears it, and the toilet is in the movie for like a second. I was so mad, so misleading. And then Critters has been like there were like 6 Critters, including one of them is the first ever movie appearance of Leonardo DiCaprio when he was very little. Little bonus trivia there for you. All right, so 50% of teams got that one. Let's take a look at your scores and standings. After one round, we got a bunch of 5s. So let's jump up to the 6s. We've got Winter Herzog, which is Calvin and Caitlin, and Marley's Chains with 6, and leading the way with 7, we've got the Turds. So it's truly anybody's game as we head into, and almost everybody else had 5 right behind them. So let's head into our second round of the game, which is your picture round. And it's called Saturday Morning Sci-Fi. So this is, I'm going to show you images from Saturday morning cartoon or afternoon syndicated cartoon adaptations of sci-fi and fantasy movies. You name the movie. If the title of the cartoon is a little different from the movie, I'll take either, honestly, just as long as I know what you're talking about. Okay, so let's jump into it here with movie number 1. So yeah, if the title's a little different, I'll take either. Doesn't matter. This one, I know they did like, this one took some liberties with the source material, although actually was closer to the book source material. They like apparently in the book, which I've never read, it's in French originally. Everybody who submitted got this right. You know, that's Planet of the Apes. The show was called Return to the Planet of the Apes, but just Planet of the Apes got you the point. In the book, apparently that like the apes have like a society with like helicopters and like motorcycles and medicine and stuff. So, and then this cartoon, but that was not in the movies. So then this just was like, yeah, sure. There's like a lady in an ambulance with them in this.
She's really leaning in.
She's really leaning in. I think she's maybe flirting a little with Cornelius up front and Zira.
Maybe says yes.
All right, question number 2, cartoon/movie number 2.
Shoulders. Sorry.
Yeah, the shoulders are preposterous.
He's wearing a zoot suit.
Yeah, he's wearing a talking head suit.
That's amazing.
This was one of the rare shows where for at least the first season they got all the actual voices.
I was going to ask. That's interesting.
They actually got, I think, Carlin too. That zoot suited gentleman in the middle is George Carlin. This is, of course, another 100%. Everybody got this right. I love it. Nicely done. It's Bill and Ted. That's Rufus in the middle. It was definitely Alex Winter and Keanu for at least the first season, and I think Carlin too. And it was pretty good. I kind of remember it. It was pretty, like, because some of these really, as you'll see as we go on through this round, some of these really varied in quality. All right, number 3. You could put the name of the show, name of the movie, series.
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, I suppose so. Yeah.
In the background.
I don't have a better guess though.
Yeah.
Whatever you guessed, it was good because we have another. At least I don't think we got every team submitted, but everybody who did submit got it right. The full title of this show is Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous. So any combo got you that. You see there's a big Spinosaurus in the background. This is, if you put Jurassic World, Jurassic Park, Camp Cretaceous, I took it because they're being chased by a giant dinosaur back there.
They don't seem that worried about it though.
Well, that kid knows his shit. The kid up front. We watched this show. This is actually a Saturday morning cartoon for us. The first 2 seasons are very good. And like they actually do some interesting Jurassic Park stuff.
Really?
And and then the last season they just dropped was really strange and kind of boring. Ryan thought it was the Magic School Bus, the gritty reboot of Magic School Bus.
Yeah, it looks great.
Oh, and happy birthday, Ryan. Happy birthday, Ryan. I know you weren't here last week for me to wish you happy birthday. You graciously didn't celebrate your birthday last week, so I could celebrate my birthday. Thank you. All right, here comes movie number 4. What is this one? This one would get a little tougher.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. This has like proto Thornberrys vibes.
It's very, it's like the funny thing is it's like I agree with you. I'm looking at it. That's why I'm kind of looking off screen. But like it does, I can't figure out what it is though, because like if you look at the eyes, they don't match that style. No. I can't figure out what, because I agree with you, but I can't pinpoint what is
maybe like the features are and the separation, like especially for him between like the eyes and like the nose and mouth.
Also, isn't the girl taller than the boy in the movie?
In the movie of this? Yeah. He might be standing on something.
That's true.
All right, so this one was harder. They did make, and I think this lasted for a little while. That's supposed to be Robin Williams there, and Kirsten Dunst and Random Boy, who I don't know who he is. This is Jumanji. This is Jumanji the series. Yeah, they actually made that, and I think it lasted a couple seasons. All right, here comes movie number 5, or movie cartoon number 5. This one, I think we talked about this one on the show before in passing. It's one of like the bigger departures.
I watched this animated series for years.
Me too.
Didn't see the actual movie until like high school and was so confused.
It's so different. Like the fact that they're friends in this is such a choice. I mean, it makes sense for like, it makes sense for what the show is. It's like a Saturday morning cartoon, and they're not going to have him just like fucking up their house like every week. But it's Beetlejuice, as most teams got it right. That's Lydia in her netherworld form. When she goes to Beetlejuice's land of the dead, she transforms. She gets a new outfit. And Beetlejuice is much more like fun and sweet in this incarnation.
Yeah.
All right, let's question number 6, movie number 6. This one I had to steal the image from like a DVD cover here. I had to blot it out. This is on the harder end of the scale. This might be the hardest one in the round. I'll give everyone a minute to think about it.
Oh, I'll go with that.
I don't know what else.
Yeah, go for it.
I honestly, maybe this is unfair of me to have put it in the game, but for this reason, but I have no recollection of this show. It looks like maybe it's like early 2000s, It's tough. It's a tough one. Only 4 teams got it. Hopefully, maybe you're thinking about the theme of the game, the fantasy side of the coin of sci-fi fantasy, and a guy with like a giant broadsword, but also wearing like a coat, like a waistcoat. It's Highlander. This is Highlander. You guys got it. You guys got it.
We were just talking about Highlander because Caitlin found out she's entering the phase of her pregnancy called the quickening.
Pregnancy 2, the quickening. Pregnancy 1, that was, yeah, that's yeah. I'd have 2 kids. I've never heard the quickening.
Yeah, look it up.
Oh yeah.
Because I definitely would have thought of Highlander. Which is that the one with Sean Connery? I don't know if you know it. There's like one of them has Connery in it.
Got Sean Connery.
The first one has Sean Connery. Okay.
Well, actually, they both do because the lead would refuse to do the second one unless they brought Sean Connery back, even though he died in the first one.
And also, Alex is saying congratulations because we just casually mentioned.
We're pregnant.
Yeah.
Congratulations. And welcome to the quickening. All right. Movie number 7. Let's see if this one will tie into, your pregnancy at all. I hope not. Based on this image.
That's what my first ultrasound looked like, honestly.
They do. The first ultrasound does kind of look like these guys.
Like a weird shrimp.
Do I remember correctly, or is this my mind playing tricks on me that they were all voiced like Pepe from the Muppets?
Yeah, they were. I mean, everyone's getting it right. So
okay.
they were. It's like they had like a rough accent, but there was like they did like it was like a
Asian.
Was it Asian?
No, Cajun. Like
Cajun. Yeah. I think that must be it because there was like it had like a gruff, almost like New York sound to it, but it was like
a Bronx accent or something.
Yeah. But these are the worm guys. I tried to make this one a little tougher because I wasn't going to go with like the image of J and K, but everybody got this one. Almost everybody got. Excuse me. I think I'm entering the quickening.
Welcome.
Almost everybody got it. It's Men in Black. That's the worm guys from Men in Black. And we've got one more question here in your picture round before we do your lightning round. Question number 8. Saturday morning cartoon, ending on an easy one, ending on a layup. I wanted everybody to feel good exiting this round, so we're ending on a real easy one.
Oh, I love him so much.
Man,
you love this guy, Caitlin?
I do. Well, I love this movie. I never saw the cartoon. I can't imagine
what's left when you edit out all the rated R shit.
Well, this was from a crop of before I decided to use this for sci-fi fantasy. I started writing around that was just like R-rated movies that got cartoon adaptations because there was a slew of them in like the early 90s. They were just like, this make money? Sure, let's make it for kids. There was like RoboCop, not for kids at all. There was a Rambo. There was a Rambo kids cartoon. There was a Conan the Barbarian one. Insane times in the offices of Saban and Deke. All right, RoboCop. That's RoboCop, of course, looking straight at you. Somebody cut somebody off for MIB. Let me know. Let me know what team, and I can adjust your score for you.
Maybe you got the Flash MIB reference.
Yeah, maybe MIB came in and they neuralized them. All right, so before we take a look at our scoreboard, let's do our lightning round. Lightning round is one question that's worth upwards of 4 points. It has 4 parts to it. You don't need to get all of them to get a point. Each one of them that you get correct will get you a point. All right. So tonight we are talking about sci-fi, and one of the most adapted sci-fi authors is Philip K. Dick. So that's where your lightning round question is tonight. And order, this is one of those lightning round questions where order does count. So put number 1 in spot number 1 and not spot answer number 2. If you're going to skip, basically, if you skip number 2, make sure that you put 3 in the third spot, basically, because otherwise you won't get your point. All right. So name the top billed star, basically name above title in the film adaptations of these Philip K. Dick stories. Number 1, The Minority Report. Number 2, The Adjustment Team. Number 3, We Can Remember It For You Wholesale. And number 4, Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? So they move from similar titles to wildly different titles. So just make sure that you put the correct one in the correct spot. 1, 2, 3, 4. And name the actor. Last name is fine. Name the actor who is the top billed star in the adaptation. So all 4 of these answers should be the name of an actor.
Ooh, yeah.
These are dirty. He's the worst titler in literary history.
I know. It's I mean, these first 2 are pretty straightforward, and then they
get some female leads. Philip.
Well, one of them I am accepting because her name is above the title with the male lead. So
yeah, I could see that. Okay, I'll back off.
No, but you're right. The reason I did that is because that's why I expanded it. I was like, these are all guys. These are all of his protagonists are all men. All right. So let me just make sure that everybody's got their points that are coming to them. I think it's all good. I'm going to lock it in. Let me know if you missed out on any points. All right. So the Minority Report obviously got turned into Minority Report. They just dropped the. 2, The Adjustment Team was The Adjustment Bureau, starring. So number 1 is Tom Cruise. Number 2, Matt Damon or Emily Blunt, because that's the only way I can get a woman into this framework. Number 3, We Can Remember It For You Wholesale. That got turned into Total Recall. That's Total Recall. So that is Arnold Schwarzenegger or Colin Farrell. And number 4, Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep is Blade Runner. So your answer is Harrison Ford. All right. So let's see how everybody's doing here at roughly the halfway point of the game. We got a big tie for first place. Just out of, let's do third place. It says 5th. It's really 3rd. Sterling Cooper Roland Dilly Betts has 14. They are in 3rd place. I've Never Seen a Movie has 15 points. That's gotten you in 2nd place. And 1st place, we got a 3-way tie between the Turds, Winter Herzog, and Marley's Change. My goodness, quite a game. Where's Calvin? I come back and Calvin
went to go get
is mysteriously gone. All right, so that is going to bring us to our 3rd round. 3rd round is the puzzle round. 3rd round will be our puzzle round. And the way this works is it's called Witch Hunt, and it's something new. I'm trying something new, so I'm going to give you an example for this one. Okay, so hang on, let me open this up. So somewhere in each clue about a witch or a wizard, so each of these will kind of talk about a witch or a wizard. The name of that character is hidden in order across 2 or 3 words. So to get the point, you write the full words that are hiding the name. All right. And one note, the hidden name could be their first or last. So if it's a character that has 2 names, it could be either one. So an example for 0 points: condiments on his sandwich this 900-year-old green space wizard likes. A mustard glob or a mayo dab give him. So I'm talking about Yoda, obviously, right? The clue points you to Yoda. So what 2 words in this mess of words hide the word Yoda, right? So find the 2 words and type those 2 words. Yoda would not be your answer. The 2 words hiding Yoda. So this is worth 0 points. This is just an example to get everybody up to speed here.
And you're going to give us like 6 minutes per question?
6 6 minutes per. They're all pretty short. They're all. This looks long because it's got the explanation in it. All right. So for this one, the words that are hiding Yoda are mayo dab. Mayo dab are your 2 words, and you don't have to stylize it the way I did there. It's just I just did that to show. That's just how I'm going to show the answer. So it tells you who I'm talking about. All right. So here we go. All right. I'll give you plenty of time for the first couple, since this is a new style of puzzle that I'm trying, and to get your feet wet. Yoda's a wizard. Jedis are functionally wizards, as you'll see in the first actual question of the game. This Jedi's new apprentice wanted to write a heartbroken obituary after seeing him killed by Darth Vader. So this can be like the name can be hidden across 2 or 3 words. I'll just tell you. This one's hidden in 2 words. And remember what I said about it could be the first name or the last name.
But it's not going to be both.
It's not going to be both. And you got to write the full. Somebody wrote the last name. I need the words. I need the 2 full words that are hiding the name. Like mayo dab had Yoda. Don't just put Yoda. All right. I see some answers coming in, so I'm going to start the timer. I think everybody's getting the hang of this one. Okay. So they will. All right. A couple of these I'm going to mark them correct just because I'm going to chalk that up to me not explaining it fully correctly. The words I'm looking for are heartbroken obituary. So I'm not look there. There might be some like fake outs, like you see Juan and Obi, like it's not spread out. They're going to be together. The whole name will be together. So give me the 2 or 3 words where you'll see that name hidden in order, only interrupted by spaces between the words. All right. Even though this witch is incredibly powerful, her wand has the smallest range of any of the Death Eaters. And yeah, I've got confirmation that Yoda is definitely a wizard. And yes, the words are always consecutive. Sorry for if I didn't explain that correctly. That's why. But from here on, now hopefully you get it. I will be grading with a harsher eye.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Yeah.
All right. So I believe this character is female Death Eater. So hopefully, or is that, no, that's not true. Is it? I don't know. Are there other female Death Eaters? At least in the,
yeah.
But the one I'm talking about is Bellatrix Lestrange. And what 2 words have Lestrange in them? Smallest range. Smallest range is your answer. All right. Question number 3. This gray wizard loves to kick back in the Shire and watch TV shows about aliens, especially the Borg and Alf. This one is across 3 words. This one you need to put in 3 words to get it right. This gray wizard loves to kick back in the Shire and watch TV shows about aliens, especially the Borg and Alf.
Chris, I'm going to give you a tip of the hat for this.
You like this one?
Because, I mean, to figure out the words, but also for the clue as a whole to make sense, that's some brain power.
Thank you, Caitlin. This was a fun one to write. It definitely took some work to try to find like words that would make these things make sense. As you'll see some of them, they get a little preposterous. But I thank you. I appreciate that. I hope yes, and yeah, Draco's mom is a Death Eater. I thought there was we've got confirmation of that. Harry Potter's not my wheelhouse, so I forget certain things. All right, so here we've got I'm talking about Gandalf. And what 3 words have Gandalf, Borg, and Alf? Borg and Alf are harboring the name Gandalf. All right, question number 4.
Yeah.
This legendary magician was relieved when Wart pulled the sword from the stone over winter because the spring and summer lineup of contenders was getting long.
Nice.
Give everyone a minute to digest that. Think of who the wizard is, then find that wizard. This legendary magician was relieved when Wart pulled the sword from the stone over winter because the spring and summer lineup of contenders was getting long. To that point, Caitlin, I'm happy that some of these actually make like a modicum of sense. Like it was because I was like, these are going to be too ridiculous. But everybody who submitted got this right. High percentage on this one. I also posted an image of this guy from the Disney version of Sword in the Stone. Of course, the Arthurian wizard is Merlin. And where can you find Merlin's name? You find it hidden in Summer Lineup. Summer Lineup is hiding the name Merlin. All right, question number 5. Being a good witch comes with a lot of responsibilities, like wrangling munchkins, mangling dangerous witches, and finagling ruby slippers. Being a good witch comes with a lot of responsibilities, like wrangling munchkins, mangling dangerous witches, and finagling ruby slippers. I haven't been telling you how many words, but I think Gandalf was the only 3-letter one, 3-word answer. All right, so hopefully you, and by the looks of it, you did know that I'm talking about Glinda the Good Witch, and from Wizard of Oz, and Glinda is hiding within Mangling Dangerous. Mangling Dangerous is your answer. 92% of teams got it right. All right, question number 6. You might need to make a wish for some fresh oxygen if Aladdin peels off one of his sneaky ninja farts anywhere near you.
I take back my compliment.
You don't, yeah, take it back. Take it right back. You might need to wish for some fresh oxygen if Aladdin peels off one of his sneaky ninja farts anywhere near you. I mean, think of though, his diet has to be horrible, and the farts from Aladdin can't be pleasant.
These two.
And yes, Ryan's pointing out that there are. I did purposely put some fakes, some dead ends in some of these clues. Like this one has a fake, which is oxygen if. Almost spells genie, but it doesn't. It spells ginif. But ninja farts, which is your answer, ninja farts is hiding Jafar. Ninja farts, 67%. That's this is a first.
Just a mild-mannered vizier.
with his I bet Jafar could sneak a fart pretty successfully.
Jafar could sneak anything he wants.
He's so sneaky. He's so sneaky in everything that he does. All right, question number 7. This headmaster has to give a lot of dumb lectures to his students about the magical business that goes on in his school. This headmaster has to give a lot of dumb lectures to his students about the magical business that goes on in his school. And I will say that this is from a series. This is a character from a series that we've already talked about in this round. So there's no, just so you don't outthink yourself about doubling up.
Okay. Okay.
Sneaky Chris.
Sneaky, like a ninja fart.
Ninja farts. So yes, I am sneaky. I am a sneaky ninja fart. There is a fake out in this one too, just Dumb Lectures, which is so close to having Dumbledore in it, but it doesn't. But Magical Business is hiding his first name, which is Albus. Magical Business is your answer. All right, and we've got one last question in this round. On this animated witches delivery itinerary today are corduroy supplies and khaki kits for male faceted trousers. On this animated witches delivery itinerary today are corduroy supplies and khaki kits for male faceted trousers. I think I would agree that Jafar is more of a wizard than Yoda. I mean, he
does use a ruby to look elsewhere.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, he's he
How
like
do we define a wizard?
he like transforms his appearance too. So I don't think though that Jafar being more of a wizard precludes Yoda from being a wizard, or any Jedi for that matter. I think Jedis are in fact they call him Uncle Owen calls Obi-Wan or Ben Kenobi a wizard when he's trying to dissuade Luke from hanging out with him.
Yeah,
all right, so this one,
moisture farmers.
Wow!
This one is khaki kits. It's Kiki from Kiki's Delivery Service. So khaki kits. I tried to. There was maybe like a half of a fake out where male faceted. I thought maybe might think Maleficent. But no, it's khaki kits. Kiki's Delivery Service. All right, so let's take a look at your scores as we head into our final round of the game. Goodness gracious, still very close, incredibly close. We've got Sterling Cooper with 22. I've never seen a movie with 23. Marley's Chains and the Turds with 24 apiece. And moving into sole possession of first place are our guests tonight, Calvin and Caitlin. So this is shaping up to be a really big finale. It's going to be exciting. But first, this is a time for a very special moment in any episode of the Movie Quiz. This is a completely free game to play, but we do rely on your donations. And so to help me make my pitch, make my plea to you, I bring in someone from Hollywood, from the world of cinema, to talk to you, see how they're doing, and hopefully get you to, big names sell. They sell. So hopefully you'll throw some coin our way. Please welcome back to the show. He's been here a few times. Please welcome back from Pandora, from the Avatar movies, Jake Sully. Jake Sully is here.
Quick! I have to land the plane. There's a bird hit the engine and scene.
Amazing, Jake. Jake, I know we talked a bit about your passion project that you're working on here, and seeing it was.
I can't see.
Jake can't see.
Hello, Chris. Yes.
Hi, Jake. How are you?
I am so great. I'm so excited. For those of you who don't know, we're back, baby. Avatar is coming back. It's just been a few 10 years, 10 or 45 years.
Yeah, it's been a while.
More.
I know, because I know that you've been down in Australia making Avatar 2, 3, 4, and 5. Mm-hmm. And I know you've been doing that for several years now.
So I'm on. Yep.
Does it get boring making just like the same story for so many years?
That's a great question. On the set of the 6th one, I'm on craft services, right? And James Cameron.
Jim Cameron. We all know.
JC is hogging down a Chobani yogurt. and I'm like, this is my time. So I tap tap tap. Of course, I'm a massive blue creature. So
Enormous,
it's
9
more of
feet
like
tall.
a tug. And I say, James, for the 8th movie, what if we genre bend it and it's Jake Sully Sullenberg? And
you told me a little bit about this concept, Jake, in our pre-show prep, and just on our text chain, our group thread. You were telling me about it.
So if there's any movie producers in the audience, I know Ryan is. Happy birthday, Ryan!
Happy birthday, Ryan! Yeah, he's a pretty big wheel with 20th Century Fox.
So here's my elevator pitch. What if the man who landed a plane on the Hudson also had sex with his hair?
So, Jake, one question I have for Sully, which I know Avatar 8 Sully.
Yes.
Is Sully gonna be crammed into a regular human-sized cockpit?
It's the reason why the plane is going down.
It's not the geese this time. It's your own oversized limbs.
There's a scene which I wrote in the script where I come onto the plane and there's these two flight attendants. And thank you.
I know you're from another time, Jake.
I know I have sex with my hair.
You're all over the place.
So the flight attendant says to the other flight attendant, "Who's flying the plane?" And then I come in, and then the flight attendant goes, "That guy." And then, I'm trying to look for a place to have sex with my hair, and I plug it into the gasoline of the plane because
right.
And
which is a
job, but
it's wild. That's got to be wild for an Avatar. But
so if you want to, hey, internet fans, let's get the campaign going. If you want to see Sully. Give me the hashtag Avatar 8 Sully. Bring it on.
Wait, is that the full hashtag? Is it?
No, if you want to condense it, that's much better.
This is just, I have a character limit, I think. So
okay.
But yeah, please, if you love Sully, if you love Avatar and you love the Tom Hanks movie Sully, and you've been saying you want to see them together and you want to make Jake Sully's dream come true, use hashtag Avatar 8 Sully. Let's bring it on.
So my thing about the movie Sully, since we all saw the original Sully, excuse my French, but what the fuck is that movie? It's like, why are they so mean to Sully?
They're very mean to Sully. Nobody's mean to you. Nobody's mean to Sully though, and you're going to course correct that, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, like the first 15 minutes of the movie is Sully landing the plane. It's amazing, and then the rest of the movie is like a trial of like shitting on Sully. No, my movie. I have sex with my hair.
So much sex with your hair after the miracle on the Navi Hudson. Is it on Earth or is it on Pandora?
It's on Earth. But
one of those flight attendants
Sigourney Weaver in a Harvard t-shirt as an Avatar is also in it.
Well, so thank you, Sully. Sully, if you're welcome to stick, Sully, if you want to stick around for round 4 with Calvin and Caitlin, I'm gonna bring them in just to say hi, even if I'm not sure if you're sticking around.
Congratulations on getting pregnant.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's always a beautiful moment when one of these characters pulls their mouth open to wish you.
In retrospect, I wish our hair was more involved in the process.
Hey, we can't all be Navi. But so please donate if you can to the movie quiz. I will help. I will use some of that money to signal boost Avatar 8, Sully, bring it on. So you can donate via Venmo or credit cards. It's right below the standings over there. And also a great way to support the show is just letting people know, bringing more people in. Speaking of which, I know that some people are coming in for Meredith and Peter's show, which will start after we are done.
Hi, Meredith and Peter's people. What's up? It's me, Sully, Jake Sully Sullenberg, telling you to have a good time and support me.
Support this show and also Jake Sully's movie Sully. Sully, are you gonna stick around or?
Yeah, why not? I'm gonna order my Seamless, but I can do that while playing the game with you.
Yes, you can. You can multitask, Jake. All right, so let's move quick because we're I ran over because of the internet problems to start the show. But this last round is your double points round, and it's called Inventions and Inventors. So it's a visual round, and I'm going to show you an invention from a science fiction movie, and you have to name some of them have a specific name. Some of them have a more generic. You can just describe what the thing does. I'll let you know which is which. And then for the second point, you name the inventor, the character who invented it. And either or, you can put it in either order for this one. The order does not matter. So here we go. Question number 1. For this one, the invention has a specific name. And I'm looking for this piece that I'm showing you is also part of a larger invention. I'm looking for this specific piece that I'm showing you, and I need the name of the inventor.
Sully?
Yeah.
I was curious if you could invent something for the airplane to like make your job as a pilot easier. What would you invent?
So that's a great question, Caitlin.
These are the kind of questions you'll get when you're trying to pitch the movie. Sully.
Exactly. Yeah. So like, let's say you're Ted Leonis of Netflix. Ted, listen. What I would do is I would build like a little like glass like like a little like place for my head. So like my head would come out of the plane, and then you would put like a little glass thing, so I could fly the plane and look.
Like a view bubble.
Yeah, a view bubble. Thank you. And then also there'd be like a tube from the view bubble to just a place for my hair to have sex. You know.
You know? All right. So this one, I was looking for not just the larger invention. I was looking for this specific thing. It's the flux capacitor. It's what makes time travel possible, and it was invented by Dr. Emmett Brown. Doc Brown, Doc. Anything you put. I will not accept fallopian tubes, even though that is clearly what Doc was thinking of when he hit his head on that toilet. All right, question number 2. Invention number 2. This one also has a specific name, and name the inventor of it.
Is that in the movie, the tape?
Yeah. Yeah. This is what happens when I don't feel like photoshopping it, and I just use square boxes in Google Slides.
Hey, I gotta know, commenters, what's your favorite part of the movie Avatar?
And what are you most looking forward to in 5 upcoming sequels to Avatar?
And let us know which character are you most excited to see come back?
Your face okay, Sully?
Well, what's up?
Well, I have a question. Anything you could change about your face, what would it be?
That every time I adjust my hat, my eyesight doesn't go.
Sully, you gotta use that for Sully.
Oh,
you know, maybe he takes his hat off and suddenly his whole face slips up over his eyes, and then kaboom into the Hudson. All right, so this one, the cheaply pasted over name there is Tony Stark, and the name of that invention, this was harder. This is the arc reactor. That is the arc reactor. It is. Some people described it. It's the thing he puts in his chest. but it has a name that they say across all the movies, and it is called an arc reactor or a mini arc reactor. All right, question number 3. Now for this one, two points of specification. I want the name. There's a couple of characters that could be credited with inventing this. I want the one who's pictured here. And also I'm talking about the thing on his back, not the thing he's holding up, the thing on his back.
Because the thing he's holding is an iPod Nano.
Yeah, he has, I don't know what he has there.
It does look like a Nano.
It's like, yeah, it's like a first generation iPod.
He's putting on Nelly Furtado. Promiscuous girl.
Famously, this character loved Nelly Furtado.
We should put on Nelly Furtado.
that was in the newest the Ghostbusters Afterlife. It was just it's all about this character. It's inspired. It's about Egon's love.
Come out?
Yeah,
all right.
People didn't like it.
It's so crazy how like a movie's being promoted like crazy, and then it comes out, and then like literally, it's like I have no idea if that movie came out.
I mean, I didn't see it. Alex is saying that Desmond got the point on this one.
Oh, nice.
Desmond has been upset. I got him Ghostbusters Ecto 1 and Firehouse for Christmas, and he's been completely obsessed with Ghostbusters ever since. I'm sorry if he's listening. I didn't get it. I meant to say Santa brought it. All right. So your next question here at the halfway point, that is Egon Spengler and Proton Pack is your answer. This one's tough. This one's tougher, but the invention doesn't have a specific name. You can just give the general description of what it does, because I don't think it has a name in the movie. Like, what does it do?
I'm reading about Ghostbusters Afterlife, and apparently there's a character named Podcast.
There is a character named Podcast. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, Alex is saying that she did actually only get that one right because Desmond knew it. Desmond, this is the proudest moment of my life as a trivia writing father. All right, let me just double check this one because these are okay. All right, so this one, yes, it is Jeff Goldblum, but that's not the character's name. I'm looking for the character's name. His name is Seth Brundle. That's definitely one of the hardest ones in this round. And it's a teleportation pod or a telepod. It teleports him from place to place. Fly gets in it, and that's how he ends up transformed into the Fly.
How could we?
All right, question number 5. This one is also a generic description. I don't think this thing has a name, but just describe what it does. Describe how, in however much detail you feel is necessary, what this does. And the character has a name. So name them.
I refuse. Religious reasons.
I've never seen The Fly.
You've never seen The Fly, Jake?
Sad, but great.
Sad and gross too.
Mm-hmm. Like all Cronenberg.
Was this before or after Earth Girls Are Easy?
This one?
No, The Fly. Sorry. I was just wondering where Jeff Goldblum and Davis met.
Also, I'm regrading these because like describing a device, there's gray area that's not gonna get picked up. So if I miss something and you didn't get your point, just give me a yell. But I think everybody's got theirs. So this is Rick Moranis, also in Ghostbusters. But here he is Wayne Zielinski, and he's the inventor of a shrinking machine, Shrink Ray. Wayne Zielinski. 23% of teams knew Wayne Zielinski. I'm proud. That was a harder one. All right, here comes question number 6.
Sorry, I'm calling it out.
The second appearance. I'm looking for the. I won't say. This is one of these in this picture is the inventor and the invention. I will say. Both are pictured here.
I like this.
I don't know about that.
Okay.
Kanye West coat over here. Look at this comfortable coat.
It's a big coat.
It's a beautiful coat. I really love it.
They're both nice coats. One's a robe, I think. I think.
No, I thought that was the name for this. So scratch
I don't
that.
think so.
I ordered salmon, by the way.
You ordered salmon on Seamless?
It's a restaurant that's like a block away from me.
Like salmon sushi or like a fillet of salmon?
A fillet of salmon.
Wow. Skin or no skin?
I guess we'll find out.
Ooh.
That's a line in The Fly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's destined to the machine. And says that.
All right, this one was tougher on the inventor end of the spectrum here, but that's Roy Batty. I would have taken Roy Batty. I don't think anybody put it though. He's a replicant, and that to his left, screen right, is Eldon Tyrell. Tyrell Corporation is the one. And this is the second week in a row, and actually twice in this game that I've talked about Blade Runner. So I don't. We're throwing stuff against the wall. Maybe we'll do replicant questions every week, because that's 2 weeks in a row that the answer to a question has been replicant.
Wow, the new Daredevil.
It is I mean, Daredevil's retired, even though I dusted it off immediately last week.
Maybe like replicant.
Yeah. It's a replicated question as well. So, all right, here's number 7. Question number 7. This is another generic description of what this does. And the inventor is a character in the movie, but it's actually a real person in real life. It's not a real invention, not something this man invented, but they use him as a character. So hopefully that'll give you a clue.
I remember this was always on TV when I was younger, and I hated this movie.
I thought this was maybe the most boring fucking movie I ever saw.
Well, here's the thing. I loved this movie when it came out.
Really?
I really enjoyed this movie, but it came out when I was 9, and I put it on for Dez, and it was just like, oh no, this is not. It has so much potential, I think, is why it's kind of frustrating. It's a cool concept. It's like the period setting is cool. Let me just make sure.
Movie with
Jude Law.
Maybe.
This is from the Rocketeer. So if you put Rocket Pack, Jet Pack, anything like that, that got you the point. And in the movie, it's invented by Howard Hughes. It's invented by the aviator himself, Howard Hughes. Played by Terry O'Quinn from Lost. It's played by John Locke, long before Lost. All right, and your last regular question of the game before our final bonus question. This invention does have a specific name, but I'll also take a generic description of it because I don't think it's said. I don't think the name of the invention is said very often.
Oh no.
And the inventor does have the inventor's name is there for the taking if you've seen this movie.
Oh my god, what's his name?
James Bond.
Very good, Sully. Thank you.
No, you.
All right, hang on. There's a whole bunch of correct answers that I have to regrade in here.
The name's Bond. James Bond.
Ooh, I think you found your Avatar 9.
Wait, that's a good idea.
Crossover.
Maybe like Navi Never Die.
Yeah, tomorrow Navi dies.
Tomorrow Navi dies. Yeah, that's a really good idea.
And he can work for MI Sex with Your Hair.
Ooh. Ooh.
All right. I think everybody's getting their points because most people got the invention right, but said it in a different way. It's called the Barkulator, but it's a dog translation collar. So if you just described it, that's fine. It's a dog pet translation collar translator, and it's Charles Muntz, the villain of the movie, the swashbuckling Errol Flynn type guy. Was also an Errol Flynn stand-in was the villain in The Rocketeer, which is interesting. All right, so before we head into our final question of the game, let's take a quick look at our scoreboard. We've got the Turds in third place with 35, Winter Herzog with 36, and Marley's Chains taking a pretty strong lead with 39 points, but the game is not over yet because Doug is still up on the board there because next, the last thing is our post-credits bonus question. We end the game with a post-credits bonus question. So I'm going to ask you a question that's got 2 correct answers and 1 incorrect answer. Each correct answer is worth 3 points. So if you pick both right ones and hit submit, get 6 points. But if you pick the incorrect answer, it wipes out the correct answer that you got. So it's risky. If you don't feel like risking your 3 points, you know one for sure, but you don't want to gamble, you can just click that one, hit submit, cash in your 3 points. All right. So we've talked about Saturday morning cartoons, and we've talked about a bunch of sci-fi and fantasy movies. And that's where we're kind of sneaking back around to Saturday morning cartoons here. And your question is, Dan Castellaneta, who's played Homer Simpson for over 30 years, also voiced his own version of iconic characters on the Saturday morning cartoon adaptations of what 2 sci-fi or fantasy movies that we've mentioned tonight? So he was major characters on 2 of these shows. Is it Back to the Future, Aladdin, and Ghostbusters are your choices. 2 of them are right. 1 of them's a fake. So pick wisely, and I will start your timer now.
Yeah. I have an honest question. I've never seen Avatar. Does he have sex with his hair?
Yeah, they entwine. Well, Jake could speak to this better than I could, obviously, but
yes. The answer is yes.
I assume this is a culturally sensitive topic.
No. I love talking about this topic. So basically, the way we have sex, the Na'vi, is our hair. It like opens up. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like tendrily hair. All right, so we're way over time. So
no.
If you want to know more about Na'vi hair sex, so subscribe to Jake's podcast.
Is it strictly head hair?
I think
ponytail. Chris, you explain it.
I will next week. I will, because I'm very much over time. I could talk about this for hours, though. All right, please. So Dan Castellaneta, he revisited these characters. The 2 characters, he was Doc Brown in the Back to the Future animated series, and he also stepped in for Robin Williams like a sneaky ninja fart. He snuck in as the genie in Aladdin. He's the genie in Aladdin. He did not voice any of the main Ghostbusters in the Ghostbusters cartoon. All right, so let's take a look at your final standings. Here we go. You're in. Oh, it's very close with 35 points apiece. We've got Good God Lemon and Sterling Cooper rolling Deli Bets. Just ahead of them with 36. We've got Winter Herzog, which is our guests tonight, and in second place with 41, we've got the Turds. And winning the game by a single point. They cashed in on that 3, and it was enough to win the game for them. 42. Your winners are Marley's Chains tonight. So excellent game, everybody. I want to say thank you. Excellent job, Calvin and Caitlin, taking third place all by your lonesome. Which one did you pick? Do you pick
We picked
You
Aladdin
picked
and
the wrong one?
Ghostbusters because we weren't confident Back to the Future existed as a cartoon.
Yeah, it had 2 seasons, and he's like a very loud Doc Brown. It's a pretty fun show though. They get into adventures. So I'm way over. So thank you to Meredith and Peter. Sorry everybody waiting to play their game. I had big internet issues to start the game, so put me way behind. So thanks for your patience. Thank you, Calvin and Caitlin, for playing. Congrats on taking 3rd place. Congrats on your baby. And thank you, Jake Sully. Hashtag Avatar 8 Sully. Let's go. All right. So thank you, everybody. Stick around for Meredith and Peter's game. It's going to be a fun one. And everybody else, come back next week. We will be doing Disney Pixar. Will be next week's Sinister 6 game, week 3 of the Sinister 6. And maybe that'll be your double points game. So stay safe, watch some movies, have a great week. I will see you back here Wednesday night for more trivia on